Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this Tuesday, and what an active 18 hours, the last 18 hours of weather it's been here locally in North Texas. Of course, if you were with us late yesterday evening, we were here until about midnight tracking that hybrid supercell that moved through the southern portions of, well, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Some locations like the Mansfield area, again, up to 4.5 inch hail. That's about up to the size of grapefruits was reported there, even around Joe Pool Lake here in Dallas County. 4-inch hail. So again, significant hail yesterday evening into parts of the overnight, again, as that storm began to weaken and dissipate. But as we go through the day today, we've already had one round of rain and storms. In fact, you can see the live cam behind me, still a little bit of active weather out there, but it appears as though just today we have 3 more rounds of active weather on the way. Almost hard to believe. We're going to talk about that then a little bit more even as we get into, well, tomorrow, Wednesday, wrapping this up on Thursday, and then some pretty hot temperatures on the way. Daytime high 88 to around 90 here locally in the Metroplex, and increasing storm chances as we go through the day as well. So what have we done over the last 24 hours? Number one, this was that hybrid supercell. This is 24-hour precipitation. Notice how it came in from the big country, moved through Erath, Hood, Somervell County, moved up into parts in Johnson County, and then moved through Tarrant, Dallas County. This was all big hail through here. Golf balls to right around 4-inch size hail, right? And then overnight, we had rainstorms up along the Red River Valley. Some of that did become intermittently severe. And then we had right here, you can see one other supercell that moved right into the Metroplex this morning. Again, luckily, as it was moving in for that morning commute, it was in a weakening phase, and the overall hail concerns did go down. But I can tell you here locally in Dallas, they were sounding the sirens because of the large hail threat that was potentially moving in a little bit earlier this morning. For some folks, that may even woke you up. So again, there goes the activity from this morning, basically pushing into our northeastern counties and basically out of the area now. Active weather across parts of the Arklatex, severe weather there. Again, you can see the blue and red line. That is going to be the boundary we're watching today. Now, there's going to be a sharp temperature divide, just like yesterday. If you're south of the boundary, your temperatures easily could be in the 90s. Very humid, instability building, and behind the boundary, temperatures will generally be in the 80s. This is going to set up very close to the Metroplex, so that's why I'm saying, depending on where you are in the Metroplex, you may be in the 90s or you may only be in the 80s. A little hard to believe, but that's truly the way it's going to work out as we go through the day today. Subtropical jet here. You can see this west to east motion coming in. Little embedded storm systems continue to ride up and over that boundary, and that's why, again, not one, not two, but what appears to be, just as we go through today, 3 more rounds of active weather. The storm prediction seeing all of that as well, and what they've decided to do, similar to yesterday, they have now issued an enhanced risk, and this is new now. An enhanced risk now for a good part of North Texas does include all of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and just like yesterday, unfortunately, what is the concern here? It's a hatched black zone, and that always means large damaging hail, right? And again, 2-inch, 3-inch, possibly even larger again. But again, anywhere in that hatched black zone, the concern for large hail will be growing as we go through the day. So the morning activity off to the northeast, that basically dries up mid-afternoon. Here we go, more storms developing. Those mainly stay off to the northeast of Dallas-Fort Worth. Any of that there could be severe. Here comes the dry line this evening. Another round of rain and storms. Big hail here. Look at that approaching the 35 corridor. First part of the overnight, take a look at this. We regenerate supercells, another round there, and then by sunrise tomorrow morning, more activity near the boundary, and then as we go through tomorrow, we'll begin to dry that up, and then late Wednesday and a Thursday, we may have one more complex of storms coming in before we say that's all she wrote, and then we jump the temperatures into the triple digits. But again, that's several rounds, and again, most of that being just as we go through today. Again, we talked about today's severe weather threat. This would be for tomorrow, Wednesday. Storm Prediction Center pulling that risk of severe weather there, you can see off to the east. So today, wide-ranging temperatures, 80s, 90s, depending on where you are with the boundary. There's the rain probabilities likely scattered as we go through the day. For any kind of evening plans here in the Metroplex, it's a 40% opportunity. Severe weather could be possible to likely. 60s to right around 70 for overnight lows. And then for tomorrow, 80s, 90s, again, with the boundary in place, temperatures will vary around the area. You can see we build on the temperatures, and we also have continuing rain chances until right around Thursday. Then we taper it off. More coming up.